Hey, Luke here with catsandcarp.com, and I'm going to show you how to tie the Palomar knot. The Palomar knot is a fabulous knot. It's super simple and strong. Simple is good because the more complicated a knot is, the more likely you are to mess it up. And when you mess up your knot, you'll lose fish. Few knots are as simple as the Palomar knot. I'm going to show you how to tie the Palomar knot on this oversized fish hook and a piece of rope. But then I'm going to show you how to tie it with braid and with mono on real fishing hooks, so you can get a feel for what it looks like in a real world situation. Then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about when to use the knot and the pros and the cons of the Palomar knot. To tie the Palomar knot, take the end of your leader and double it over, forming a loop. Take that loop and shove it through the eye of your hook or the eye of your swivel and pull it through, making a nice big loop. Then simply take the loop and do a simple overhand knot. Okay? Like that. See that? And your hook is inside the overhand knot. It's not above the knot, it's not below the knot, it's inside the knot. Then you take and pull the hook through the eyelet and tighten it up. Once your knot is tight, go ahead and cut the tag end and you're good to go.
Alright, let me show you how to tie the Palomar knot with braid and mono. This knot is a lot easier to tie with braid. It fits through the eyelet easier and it just dresses better too. So take the braid, make a loop, feed the loop through the eyelet, and with circle hooks you do it front to back. Leave a nice big loop and then you do an overhand knot. And you want to pull out a lot of loop. You need enough loop so that the hook or swivel will fit through the loop. Then you feed the hook through the loop, and at this point, if you want, you should be wetting the knot or licking it or dunking it in water. And then you pull the main line to tighten it up and check it, make sure it's not all kinked up, and then pull the tag end and then the main line end again. There you go. You clip off the tag end and the Palomar knot is done. And this is what it should look like. It sometimes dresses a little funny, it will bunch up on you, but it's a very forgiving knot. Now with mono, often you have really kinked up line. So here's a trick to straightening out your mono leader. Take your leather belt or 2 pieces of leather and run the mono through it. Pinch the mono with the leather and pull it through, and it'll take the kinks out of your mono. So when you're doing this with mono, you want to bend over and make a loop, but you don't want to really pinch that loop too aggressively because you might make a weak point in your monofilament. If you're using big mono like this, it's a little bit more forgiving. But at any rate, pull that loop through the eyelet, front to back, and just like before, you're going to make sure that the hook is in the overhand knot, not above it, not below it. Now, monofilament dresses a little bit trickier than braid does. So right around this point, you'd like to wet the knot, either by licking it or dunking it in the water so that it'll slide together a little bit better. When you're getting ready to really tighten up the knot and be done, push that little bit of mono up to the top of the eyelet and then pull it, so that there isn't a loop snagged on the eyelet. Once you're done, click the tag end, and that's what it should look like. That's a Palomar knot tied with mono. Okay, let's talk about the pros and cons of the Palomar knot. I like to use this knot to attach swivels, lures, or hooks to the end of my main line. But the biggest downside is that if you're using thick line and a small hook, it won't fit through the eyelet because you have to double over the line. Additionally, if you're trying to attach high-low rigs or sabiki rigs to the end of your line, it's just too complicated, and while you can do it, it gets really snaggy and crazy.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more videos from the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel, click subscribe. We put out new videos multiple times a week.
Additionally, if you'd like to learn more about a specific topic, check out our playlists. We have great playlists on fishing knots, fishing rigs, how to catch catfish, how to catch carp, and many other topics. So check out the Cats and Carp YouTube channel video playlists. Additionally, I want to say congratulations to Maddox Suckle, who won last week's rod and reel combo, and stay tuned for a lot more fishing gear giveaways.